Scramble is a side-scrolling shooter game released for arcades in 1981. It was the first side-scrolling shooter with forced scrolling and multiple distinct levels. Scramble was not ported to any major contemporary consoles or computers, but there were releases for the Tomy Tudor and Vectrex as well as dedicated tabletop handheld versions. Several unauthorized clones for the VIC-20 and Commodore 64 used the same name as the original. The player controls a futuristic aircraft, referred to in the game as a jet, and has to guide it across a scrolling terrain, battling obstacles along the way. The ship is armed with a forward-firing weapon and bombs. Each weapon has its own button. The player must avoid colliding with the terrain and other enemies, while simultaneously maintaining its limited fuel supply, which diminishes over time. More fuel can be acquired by destroying fuel tanks in the game. The game is divided into 6 sections, each with a different style of terrain and different obstacles. There is no intermission between each section. The game simply scrolls into the new terrain. Points are awarded based upon the number of seconds of being alive and on destroying enemies and fuel tanks. In the final section, the player must destroy a base. Once this has been accomplished, a flag denoting a completed mission is posted at the bottom right of the screen. The game then repeats by returning to the first section once more, with a slight increase in difficulty. Scramble was commercially successful and critically acclaimed. In its February 1982 issue, Computer and Video Games magazine said it was the first arcade game to send you on a mission and quickly earned a big following. In the United States, the game topped the monthly Replay arcade charts in June 1981. It sold 15,136 arcade cabinets in the United States within 5 months, by August 4, 1981, becoming Stern's second best-selling game after Berserk. Its sequel, the more difficult Super Cobra, sold 12,337 cabinets in the US in 4 months that same year, adding up to 27,473 US cabinet sales for both by October 1981. In Japan, Scramble was tied with Jump Bug and Space Panic as the 14th highest-grossing arcade video game of 1981. The Vectrex version was reviewed in Video Magazine, where it was praised for its fidelity to the original arcade game and was described as the favorite among Vectrex titles they had reviewed. The game's overlays were singled out, with reviewers commenting that, when you're really involved with a Vectrex game like Scramble, it's almost possible to forget that the program is in black and white. David H. All of Creative Computing Video and Arcade Games reported in 1983 that no test player was able to get past the 4th level of the Vectrex version. In 1982, Arcade Express gave the Tomatronic version of the game a score of 9 out of 10, describing it as an engrossing game that rates as one of the year's best so far. Scramble made the list of top 100 arcade games in the Guinness World Records Gamers Edition. You can download a remake for Android devices from the link in the video description.